The sound of the doorbell sliced through the quiet hum of my afternoon. I had been folding laundry, the scent of lavender detergent still clinging to the air. My fingers trembled slightly as I placed the last towel on the couch. It was an ordinary Thursday, but the knock that followed felt anything but ordinary. When I opened the door, the autumn light poured in behind her like a halo. She stood there, my husband's new wife. Her hair shimmered gold, almost blinding under the sun, and her lips twisted into a smirk that did not quite reach her eyes. Beside her, a man stood, thin, sharp, almost ghostly familiar. For a moment, my breath caught. The scent of perfume, heavy and expensive, drifted between us, masking something colder, something metallic. "We are here for our share," she said. Her voice was syrupy, thick with false sweetness. My heart drummed against my ribs. "Your share of what?" I managed to ask. Her eyes flicked past me, toward the living room, scanning every corner as if she owned it already. The man behind her shifted, his gaze lingering on the hallway where the portraits hung. My wedding photo still stood on the mantel, framed in silver. Her eyes landed on it, and she laughed. "Still keeping the memories?" she said softly. "How quaint." I felt the chill crawl up my spine. The air seemed to thicken, pressing down on me. "You should leave," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. But she only stepped forward, her heel clicking against the porch tile. "We have legal rights now," she said. "This house was his too, once, and we are here for our part." Her words echoed, sinking into me like ice water. The scent of rain hung in the distance, the clouds above turning dark and restless. I remembered the last time I saw my husband. His voice had been low, tired. He had said he needed to find peace. He never returned, and 2 months later, I learned that peace had come in the shape of her, the woman standing now on my doorstep. "His will did not mention you," I said quietly. "Everything here is mine." Her smile deepened, sharp as broken glass. "Oh, but you see," she pulled out a folded paper. "There was an update." The man handed it to me. The seal was fresh. My fingers shook as I unfolded it. The words swam in front of me, legal terms, signatures, dates, all perfectly in order, except for one detail. The date of the signature was the day after his funeral. I looked up. She watched me with calm amusement. The man's eyes darted away. The world seemed to hum, a low vibration rising in my ears. "I want to know where you got this," I asked. Her smirk widened. "From him, of course. He came to me that night." My chest tightened. The air inside the house shifted. Something creaked in the hallway, soft but certain. She tilted her head, eyes glinting. "You still feel it too, do you not?" she whispered. I took a step back, my hand gripping the doorframe. The faint scent of my husband's cologne drifted through the room, the same scent that had faded months ago. Behind her, the man suddenly turned pale. He stumbled backwards, nearly tripping over the porch step. I did not move. The air turned sharp, electric, carrying the echo of a breath that was no longer human. The door between us trembled on its hinges, and the photograph on the mantel fell and shattered on the floor. The frame split in two. His face in the picture smiled up from the broken glass. The woman gasped, clutching her chest. "James?" she whispered. The whisper came again, closer this time. Her perfume curdled into the air like poison. I took another step back, my pulse roaring in my ears. Her smirk had vanished, replaced with something hollow, something afraid. Her lips trembled as she turned toward the empty hallway. "James," she said again, "we are here for our—" The sentence never finished. The door behind her slammed shut with a force that shook the house. Her scream cut through the air, sharp and raw. Then silence. The man was gone. The porch stood empty. The autumn light dimmed, leaving only the sound of wind curling through the cracks. I stood there, frozen, my breath fogging in the cold air. And then I heard it, a soft voice near my ear. "You should not have opened the door." My body stiffened. The lavender scent was gone. Only his cologne remained. I turned slowly, and for a moment I saw the outline of a man standing in the living room. His shadow moved toward the door. And then, just as suddenly, it vanished. The quiet returned, but it felt different, heavy, watching. I closed the door and locked it. The last echo of her voice lingered on the porch, faint and desperate. "James, please." Then the wind carried it away. I walked to the mantel and picked up the broken photograph. A shard of glass pricked my finger, drawing a small drop of blood. It slid down the frame and landed on his smiling face. For a heartbeat, it looked as if he were smiling wider. The room darkened as a cloud swallowed the light. Somewhere deep in the house, a door creaked open, and I knew, without turning, that I was no longer alone.